Hello, dear listener. It's your host and game master, Brian. Before we jump into this week's episode, I wanted to hop on and provide you with a couple of quick content warnings. This episode of the podcast features references to murder, potential harm to a child, and gun violence. While the context is obviously completely different on our show, there is an easy connection that could be made to our real world. If this isn't the horror content you want, feel free to skip the section between minutes 48 and 55. Thank you so much, and enjoy the show. Welcome to another session of Spirits and Monsters of Old Seattle. We join our intrepid but very waterlogged group of investigators as they are traversing across Vashon Island. They have just recently left the Mercantile and are headed towards the edge of the woods to try and find Clyde Reynolds and his hunting cabin. The man who might have the last missing pieces they need to figure out what is going on in this strange, haunted town. But we'll see if they're able to make it there successfully.
Why wouldn't we make it there successfully, Brian?
Why, because it's pouring torrential rain, Bill.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Just make sure to take that left turn at Olala.
Now, wait a minute. I could swear I remember you telling us don't worry about the rain.
That sounds like a thing I would say.
Mm-hmm, it does.
Were you lying to us, Brian? Should we be worrying about the rain?
I mean, you should be worrying about everything in this game, Bill.
Oh boy.
I can't stress that enough. It's all murderous.
I need a flask.
Alright, so, same as before, in order to successfully make your way across to the island from destination to destination, you are going to need to make a learning test. Equipment like the compass or other things could help you, and only one of you will be able to make this roll.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Nope.
But it went so good the last time Mercy did it.
Nope.
You found such interesting stuff.
Wow.
Oh, whoa.
Do I get advantage for anything?
You know what you get to do.
Uh-huh.
Now, out of curiosity, Aaron, what did you roll?
I rolled 10 dice, and they all hate me. I got no successes. Not a single one. But I feel like I should have more than 10, shouldn't I? Should I have 12?
I would just like to point out I moused over them, because that's a thing you can do in Roll20. 5 of those were ones.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah, no kidding. Ooh.
Yeah, I did the same thing, Brian.
That is rough. Yeah. All right, that's okay. Let's get them out of the way.
I'm feeling good tonight. I'm feeling like it's gonna be murder time.
Is this what you've been waiting for the entire time, Brian?
I mean, we haven't lost a PC yet.
Wait, what do the opera glasses do, or the compass? The compass is supposed to help me, right?
Yep.
Give me my one more. See, this is, again, because I didn't get out my physical dice. I mean, this is what happens.
No, but Brian specifically mentioned the compass before you rolled.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Nope, that didn't do it either.
I love to see it.
All right, I gotta push the roll.
There's only one option here.
I am
Get
not
angry.
Yeah, well, obviously. I think I'm already angry. Yeah, I am.
Surprise!
Please hold, because I'm gonna go get my fucking physical dice. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this roll 20. Fuck you.
Now, Phoenix, I would like to point out, there are 2 options. Aaron could push the roll, filled with vitriolic rage as she is.
I'm sorry, was that Sofie or Aaron who's filled with the vitriolic rage?
Yes.
Or you could always just fail and see what happens.
I love this. I think we should fail.
It's a bold new direction for this podcast.
Okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
By the way, Aaron, that's a super cool shirt that you're wearing there.
Thanks. Some kind people sent it to me with its fantastic artwork.
Why, that looks like an official Spirits and Monsters of Old Seattle piece of merchandise.
Indeed it is.
Which you can get at our bonfire store, linked in the show notes. Shameless self-promotion. Do, 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 do.
Alright, how many dice do I get? 10?
11.
Oh, 11. That fucking compass.
Stop trying to take away your compass.
I know. I'm trying to hard mode myself.
Brian will do it soon enough.
I know. Alright. Please let this be better.
Please don't.
One success on 11 dice. And you know what, Brian? I am going to buck the system and say that Sofie is neither frightened nor hopeless. She's just enraged.
So she's angry and enraged.
Double angry, yeah.
I support it. So it takes you a little while as you are kind of walking through this miserable, cold, wet, pouring rain. And I cannot stress enough, this is not Seattle rain, where it's a drizzle. Like, this is a Midwest thunderstorm kind of rain. It is not what you would expect for this area. And it takes Sofie a while to get her bearings. Even stranger, that compass that she specifically brought with her has been almost useless. Because the needle hasn't been pointing north. It keeps moving.
Well, that's how you keep drawing concentric circles. You put it in one spot, you draw it, then you move it to the other, you draw the other.
I see what you did there, Bill. Thankfully, Sofie is able to make some slow but steady progress. And the four of you do eventually find yourselves on the edge of a property on the far, far side of town, very closely abutting the woods.
Does it look like anyone is, like, in the immediate area? Is there... I'm assuming we can see a shack on the edge of the woods?
Well, I have good news. This actually doesn't look anything like a shack. This stands what should be a pretty cozy lodge. The hunting lodge has a porch wrapping around the front, with posts made from sturdy cedar tree trunks holding up a sloping roof. There are several glowing lanterns hanging from pegs set into beams in the walls outside of the lodge. A massive pair of 10-point buck antlers adorn the door. There are open windows set into the front of the cabin, and curtains kind of move and shift behind them. The inside of the lodge must be lit as well, because you can see glowing lights from what must be a dozen lanterns inside. And very distantly, it's hard to pick it out from the sound of the crashing rain, but every now and then, you think you hear the buzzing of insects.
Sofie is not contributing, she's just cussing under her breath.
Understood.
For the next, probably like good 5-10 minutes.
If I recall correctly, Stanley had mentioned that he almost got shot here last time he came to confront his brother. Is that right?
He did, yeah. Stanley said that Clyde fired a warning shot and shot him in the shoulder, because that's how you had to patch him up.
So, we should kind of like look to the rest of the group. I'm not terribly interested in getting shot at. Should we announce our presence here, or do we want to try and approach closer?
As a player, I just said Sofie wasn't contributing, so Sofie's not going to say anything, but...
All right, Lucius will turn, and from a very distance, hello!
Hannah's gonna yell at you about clipping.
I'm sorry, I tried to do it the other...
I saw the effort. I saw the effort. He really did try, Hannah.
But Lucius will call out.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Jensen calls out. There is a few moments of silence, and then there is a crack, and the dirt near Lucius's feet pops from a rifle shot.
Motherfucker.
I will pull out my own rifle and see if I see anything.
Sofie pulls out her shotgun, too, or whatever she's got. Would she have a shotgun right now? Revolver. She pulls out her revolver. She's like, I don't have time for this shit.
How is Bertie reacting to all of this, by the way?
She was just staring off into the rain until the shot was fired, and then she's going to kind of walk out in front and say, Uncle Clyde, can we talk?
You hear a kind of reedy voice call back. I'm not talking to anybody. All of you get out of here. I'm not gonna send you another warning.
Percy's gonna shrug and look off in the rain again.
Fair enough.
I'll take a little furtive glance over towards Dr. Jensen, and I'm just gonna kind of like nod my head towards my violin case, which contains an option.
Oh!
He will just like wait, like no, not yet, not yet.
I might have a thing. I have the advantage distracting familiar, so maybe I could send Yortz in his little tiny raincoat, like around, to another, like to go dig in the garbage behind the house. It's, he's got a history of garbage digging. He'd be great at it.
It's true.
And, just knock some shit over behind the house and make the guy think, either make him go check it out or make him think he's surrounded or something.
So, I tell y'all what. You could make, if you wanted to try and talk him down, a manipulation test. Or if you wanted to try and kind of lure him away for a bit so that you can either explore the house a little bit or check it out or just get close, I would let you make a
fiddle check.
No, probably not a fiddle check. I'd say probably a stealth check for that.
I just want...
a little guy.
I mean, obviously, but my goal with sending Yortz would just be to distract Clyde long enough that we could get up to the house and, either tackle him or whatever, because we want to talk to him. It would be great if we could check the...
I'm sorry. Just a line of dialogue there. I'm going to send him around to the back so that we can tackle him because we want to talk to him.
Because I don't want him to go away, is what I'm saying.
That's like Dr. Jensen diplomacy right there.
I mean, how many Sofie plans have been Yeet the Cat?
Sofie has never had a Yeet the Cat plan.
I will cite an exact episode.
No, that's everybody else saying Yeet the Cat because Aaron would never say a thing like Yeet the Cat.
You wanted to explicitly make a ranged attack using Yortz. Episode 10.
Is a yeet by any other name not chucking an animal at something?
There were a bunch of fairies and you wanted to send Yortz to go eat them.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't like, I'm gonna throw my cat at them.
I will... Hannah, bring up the tapes. Sofie, what are you going to do?
Will you, my magnanimous GM, allow me to make a ranged attack. Hear me out. Make a ranged attack against the fairies, not with my pistol, but with yours.
You're going to throw a cat at them.
I'm going to throw a cat at Father Bjorn and have him try to get some of the fairies off of him.
When in doubt, yeet the cat.
Anyway,
If the goal is to talk with him, I mean, I can try to talk to him and see if he will come on out and join us. All right. So this is Clyde, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I will look over to Dr. Jensen. Before I call out, I will just bring up, should I be bringing your name up at all or not?
I still don't think it's a great idea. You can tell him we have a doctor if he needs help.
Okay.
I just think my name written in blood on a building still carries some negative connotation.
Understood. Just making sure. Should I... So I'm trying to look for some sort of a way that I can get him to want to speak with us. Certainly, I don't think bringing up Stanley is a good idea. That person that you were working with back in the war, what was his name?
Jameson?
There's a name Bill remembers.
I got ridiculed for it last time because it was...
It just, is there anyone that we know of? I am asking Dr. Jensen, but also at the same time kind of asking our GM. Like, are there people that I could bring up that I feel like are safe in terms of, like, why is he just going to talk to me other than, I mean, I know, I'm Julian. Everyone wants to talk to me. Mm-hmm. But is there, I mean, should I bring up Mercy? Should I bring up Jameson? Should I bring up anybody or...
Oh, maybe Adelia?
I say, do you want to just tell him that we're here to help? That then we can help Adelia.
Because Adelia is his baby mama, and
Yeah,
she did. We could say something like, Adelia told us that you couldn't be responsible for any of this, so we just want to talk to you to help figure out what's going on, or something. I don't know, but
Sure. Okay, I will go with that.
That is exactly the tact I was going to advise. And Phoenix, feel free to take a +3 bonus.
Oh, cool.
Like you needed it.
So yeah, I will call out. Hello, Clyde. I excellent shot there. I know you could have hit us if you wanted to. Clearly, you are a wise gentleman. We're simply here on behalf of Adelia. She thought we might be able to help you out. I'm Julian, by the way. You've probably heard of me. We'd love to help.
a rock star comes up to your house to negotiate.
All right, so that's a manipulation with a +3.
Mm-hmm.
Hosier's outside right now. He wants you to put down the gun.
You know what? I would.
I would too. 100%. Take me into the swamp man.
Okay, that is 2 successes on 13 dice.
Okay. There is a little bit of tense silence, and then that voice kind of croaks out from behind the curtains. You spoke to Adelia?
Yes, not too long ago. She's very worried about you.
I will elbow Julian, like, gently.
Ow!
I said gently.
I'm very delicate. You know this about me.
It is Sofie, and she's enraged right now. She'll just mention to him that we could tell him that our doctor helped fixed Adelia up because her injury was in dire straits, and he helped her. So just something else that we could say. Anyway, go ahead.
And after another moment, that front door to the lodge opens up. And a very bedraggled-looking man kind of steps out. He is holding a long rifle by his side, but doesn't seem to have any intention of firing it. He has a thick 5 o'clock shadow all over his cheeks, and his eyes are deeply sunken, like he's not been sleeping well. You can come on up onto the porch. I'll talk to you. I'll put this down.
Ah, I appreciate that. I just kind of motioned over to the group. Friends, shall we?
No, Lucius will start trudging off just to try to get out of the rain.
Yeah, Aaron?
I was just trying to remember about the Draugr. What did we say that it could? We did say it could possess people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it also whispers to them like their most terrible, guilty secret.
They can. Okay.
So he leans the rifle on the door frame and takes a few steps away from it. You are all able to walk up without any concern. He stares at Mercy for a moment, almost looking like he doesn't recognize her. I'm sorry, Mercy. Things have been...
He'll just kind of nod and just, again, look off in the rain.
I do have a question, Brian. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As I approach, one of the things, Sofie just reminded me of this, one of the things we learned about revenants cannot pass by Christian symbols or a person wearing a crucifix around their neck.
Mm-hmm.
I just walked into his house with a relic family Bible.
You sure did.
How did that go?
No response from him.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I'm reading the game notes.
Mm-hmm.
They mostly animate their old corpse. Some can form a new body if someone attempts to commune with the dead and hateful spirit. If their body is destroyed, a powerful revenant can attempt to possess a new host using its spectral body. Yeah, that's almost definitely what's going on here, right? Captain Jameson, or whatever, is possessing Clyde.
I don't think he's possessing him, but I
You don't
think he's
think?
tormenting him.
Or, okay, so yeah, maybe that too. It could be that.
Given that he hasn't slept and...
Yeah, but he could be just possessing him at night and making him go do stuff. Because, think about it, it says that they will usually... most Draugr animate their old corpse. Well, we're pretty sure his Andersonville ass is not rolled up in Seattle, his actual body. So they either create a new body if someone attempts to commune with them, which, as far as we know, somebody had to have already attempted to commune with it, because that's where the Ouija board came from, right? The spirit board. So whoever attempted to commune with it before got... Well, it says he can create a new body.
Which is what I think is possibly going on in in the surgeon's tent that we stumbled upon. That they were he was taking portions of the victims.
That's fair.
My personal theory is, anyway, that he's taking a portion of victims. They're going to create essentially a Frankenstein monster for the...
A Leander Hawk. Right, got it.
I have no idea if that's accurate or not, but that's just the assumption I'm kind of going under.
Frankenstein, something, something, something.
Yeah, I like for the recognizable reference you go with Dragon Age 2.
Orsino, that's also Dragon Age 2, sorry. I got nothing.
It's really more of a Meredith situation. This is funny to like 2 people.
1.5 people, Brian.
Hey, it's funny to both of us.
That's fair, that's fair.
Aaron's calling me a half a person now.
I'm calling you a half of a Dragon Age 2 player.
Wow.
It's a bold strategy to take with your DM.
He knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, moving on.
All right, so now, Aaron, an important question. as the four of you are kind of making your way into the lodge, Clyde has kind of opened the door and walked in before you. Do you share these thoughts with your party members? Or is this all something that Sofie is kind of having like a flash of realization and being like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit?
I think I would, I feel like...
You just yell sidebar.
I would... my thought is that, like, Julian probably went in first.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe then Dr. J...
We're not inside the cabin, or the honey lodge, though, right? We're on the porch, aren't we?
He had invited you onto the porch, and then after a minute kind of wandered back into the lodge itself.
Okay.
And just left the door open for y'all.
As long as we're kind of out of earshot, I would at least mention it to Dr. Jensen, like, I think this XYZ, so... Yeah.
Yep, easily something that you could do.
But I don't want to interrupt Julian's
grand entrance,
sweet talking or whatever. Yeah.
Is I? That's the end of my entrance.
This looks like a job for me. So yeah, Phoenix, you walk in. You do have kind of tucked in a bag that family Bible that you've been bringing along. And there doesn't seem to be any change in the dwelling, any change from Clyde as you carry that in. Sofie and Dr. Jensen spend a moment just kind of like whispering some theories back and forth. Mercy is intently watching the rain as she's walking. Inside of the lodge, it is much warmer. There is a big potbelly stove that is roaring with heat. The room inside, though, is definitely kind of a mess. There are things that are all strewn around. There are lanterns that are hung, candles that are lit. Basically, any spare surface looks like it's got something to make light. And as you are looking around, you spot a kind of bunched up pile of blankets towards the center of the room near to that stove. You think that he must have been sleeping in here, in this kind of entryway. And you can see there's a number of rooms down a hallway beyond this as well.
Thanks for inviting us in, Clyde. Appreciate it. It's very bright in here.
Yeah. It's awful dark out lately. It's good to have some light on in here.
Okay. You know, you're looking a little tired. You're looking a little in the bags, under the eye, getting a little deep there. You been sleeping okay?
No, not at all. But you said you brought word from Adelia's.
Yeah.
Is Adelia okay?
Yeah, she's all right. I actually have an all motion over to Dr. Jensen. This is my friend Matthias. He actually had an opportunity to look over her, and I turned to Dr. Jensen. Now, I'm not a doctor, but is he okay? He's looking, and I kind of, motioned under my eyes. Do you need to...
Lucius will take that cue to kind of come over. He'll step next to Julian, but pause a moment. He doesn't quite trust Clyde and kind of looks at him, just kind of gives him kind of a look of like, will you let me come closer? Or just, if Clyde doesn't make any sudden movements, then Lucius will take kind of a very slow but steady like step towards him. And if he doesn't react, then he will kind of continue up. And
he seems a little jittery, but you're not getting any immediate like lunging or any like aggression towards you.
I'll put my bag down kind of on a table near him. Clyde, kind of just like, especially kind of examining his face. When was the last time you slept?
this morning.
For how long?
Couple hours, maybe?
How have you been feeling lately?
How have I been feeling lately? Dr. Mattias, how the fuck do you think I've been feeling lately? My family's dead.
Well, given your choice of greeting, I feel like that's hardly a surprise.
The only thing that makes sense is that my brother did this to me.
Why would your brother kill your family?
Bill, make an observation test for me.
I have to. Can I get someone that's good at this stuff to do it?
You can choose to not make one.
What's my bitching and moaning dice?
While he's doing that, may I ask, you mentioned that obviously this kind of front lobby area or front foyer area it looks like is where he's been kind of camped out. If I were to walk a little bit further in, can I see, like, what is beyond this? Is there like a closed door? Is there a hallway? Like, what am I seeing?
Yeah, there's an open hallway door. This is actually a really spacious and nice looking hunting lodge. There's a couple of suites that have been set up. There are a few other rooms down the hall. You see a kitchen filled with all sorts of prepared foods, but it's similar to this kind of entryway in kind of a rough state. Looks like things have just been kind of left. Cans have been half eaten and then just left out. So there's definitely a sense of disorder and disorganization to everything here.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so observation.
Pity die?
Well, I have 2 empathy, my strong stat I know. But with my then 2 conditions, taking away those 2 dice, yes.
Pity die?
Pity observation die. Well, it's a 4, not quite a 6.
Okay. Well, Bill, I do have some good news for you. When you fail an observation test, your target learns something about you instead of you learning something about them.
I know.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
And the 2 of you are talking for just a moment, and you ask that question of why would your brother want to do this? And he looks you in the eyes, and he immediately knows that you know about little Frank. And just very, very quietly, with a very intense stare, he says, "You know why?"
Lucius will take a deep breath. I don't disagree. Something of that nature might be destructive, but I would disagree that the victims of this exchange are entirely wrong. Doesn't make any sense that he would go after other family members. In my experience with familial feuds, they tend to go right after the person who wronged them. Now, Stanley said last that you shot him as he tried to come to the lodge.
After everything he's done to me, can you blame me?
Yes? I don't know that he's done all of this to you.
It's the only thing that makes sense. I mean, first Deborah went missing. Did he tell you about that?
We saw Deborah's remains at the church.
I woke up, and our front door was just open. She was just gone.
Clyde, I'd like to back up a second, if you would.
Yeah.
You've said twice now, it's the only thing that makes sense. Could you indulge me What doesn't make sense?
What do you mean?
Sorry, a quick aside. Brian, how old does little Frank appear to be?
Little Frank probably looks somewhere between like 8 to 10, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe a little younger. Yep.
Okay.
He's a wee Victorian lad.
Yes. Clyde, I don't think someone waits that long if they figured something like this out. It's too damning of a secret, and I don't think that Stanley knows, to be frank.
Brian sees what you did there. Damn you and your puns, Bill.
Thank you.
And 10 points.
I'm trying not... Anyway, Clyde, I know this will sound odd. Have you been hearing voices, particularly maybe mentioning things that weigh heavy on your conscience, particularly at night?
I don't know how you'd know about that, but when my son James Jr. died, he was barely hanging on, and I swear to you, Dr. Matthias, I thought I heard a voice whispering, telling me that my boy knew that little Frank was his brother, not his cousin. I would have sworn it was real.
How long have you been hearing these kinds of things coming to you?
That was the only one I could think of, but...
When you found your son?
Yeah. I mean, I know I didn't do it. I know that Doug, my brother-in-law, didn't do it, because he's dead. I know James Jr. didn't do it. He's dead. Who else is still alive?
Lucius will kind of turn towards Sofie. How do we explain this?
Aaron desperately wants to be like, well, the thing about people being alive is just that.
But what if not?
But what if they didn't have to be alive technically? Like,
Sophie's like, so have you ever played Dragon Age 2?
so there's this game.
Sorry, I do have another question. Lucius will kind of turn to him and then, like, you ask who else could have done this. When we first got to town, there was an individual's name written on blood on the tavern here. Lucius Jensen, if I'm not mistaken.
Living on the edge.
What do you know about him?
Only a little bit. I think that, I can't be sure, it's been a while now, but I think that might have been the name of the doctor who, operated on my brother. Not Stanley. Jameson. It's been a while since I heard that name. We only got one letter from Jameson before, he passed.
What letter?
Just I think something smuggled out from wherever he was at. I think I remember that was the name of the doctor, he said, but it's been years.
Okay, so what are we trying to ascertain here? We're trying to see if...
So essentially the first thing I wanted to isolate was that if he's hearing the voices, and then potentially there, to your theory earlier, if he, not that I can identify this now or not, but whether or not he's being possessed.
Mm-hmm.
But the gamble there was to be, if he's clearly sleep deprived and he's kind of jumpy and skittish and all this, Jensen's theory is that he's the next victim or the next target tormented by the Revenant. Now, I don't know that if that means then that we try and hang out until we hear the Revenant come to us, or if we try to knock him out and see if he then gets possessed by the Revenant, and then we try to exorcise him there.
Why don't maybe we can suggest to him that we will stay there and try to protect him, and we have a doctor with us, and you can give him a sleeping draft to help him sleep while there's somebody there to protect him and watch out, for...
Well, and I guess that's the other part is I don't know how much we want to just draw him into the, hey, you have a spooky guy haunting you.
Yeah, I mean, that's my point is like, if we can like pass him out, passively, one might say, then we can either wait until nightfall and see if the Vasen comes around, or we can see, like you said, if he gets possessed, right?
Okay, I'm happy to do that. I will also mention I have a bottle of chloroform.
If he wants to sleep, like we can stand watch. His relative is right here. Like Mercy's not going to let us do anything to him. She's our friend. And she trusts us. So we're we're trust with don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Hello, dear listener. It's your host and game master, Brian. Oh boy, this mystery is getting tense. Family power struggles, murders, secret parentage reveals. This could be the story of one of Sofie's novels. Given all the backstabbing and betrayal and secrets, kind of reminds me of how a Game of Thrones was based on the War of the Roses. Ooh, maybe Sofie's book can be called something like An Island of Roses and Thorns. Wait, hang on. I think that one might already be taken. Sorry, that name is just top of mind for me right now, because I've started listening to a new podcast called A Court of Dungeons and Dragons. On Akadad, a group of superfans of A Court of Thorns and Roses play a homebrewed game of D&D set in the world of Prithian before the main book series. Now, as a non-book reader, it's actually kind of a blast to hear them geek out about theories on how things tie together and come up with ways to work in the world and the lore using good old 5e D&D. In fact, let me play their trailer real quick so you can hear some of that excitement and enthusiasm for yourself.
Hey Avery.
Yeah?
Do you know what my favorite part of D&D is?
Rolling dice?
Nah.
Critting?
Nope.
Oh, making your DM shake their head and go...
Yes! Good thing we get to do it so often on our actual play podcast, A Court of Dungeons and Dragons.
Set loosely in a world based on A Court of Thorns and Roses, we follow Maeve, Hugo, and Enya as they fight little bad guys.
Big bad guys.
And even bigger, badder guys.
Sit back, relax, and laugh a little as we regale you with our epic tale of romance, war, intrigue.
Maybe a beach episode if we're lucky.
Maybe!
Listen to A Court of Dungeons and Dragons now.
New episodes released every other Monday.
Now, I'm going to jump in briefly. As the group of you are kind of taking a moment, Clyde is clearly suffering from sleep deprivation. Dr. Jensen gets him to sit down in a chair near to that potbelly stove, and he just kind of quickly zones out. And so the four of you are able to have kind of a brief conversation about all right, what do we do next? Where are we going?
Okay.
However, you hear a thump of something being thrown against the side of the house.
Did Clyde react, or is he still zoned out?
He blinks and looks very confused.
Okay. Lucius will kind of look to Sofie and...
Sophie's enraged. Sophie's gonna go out and see what the fuck that was.
Okay, Sophie's gonna do it.
All right. Anyone going with Sofie?
if I see you doing that, first, I pick my jaw up off the floor. And second, I'm going to head over to Mercy and just kind of wrap a knuckle against the side of the saber and see if I can take that from her for a moment.
You give it back?
Of course, I can buy you as many as you need. But there's only one right now.
She'll begrudgingly hand it over.
I flash a dazzling smile and then turn and follow Sofie.
Yeah, Sophie's over there trying to discuss with Dr. Jensen what they're doing, and there's this noise, and she's just like, are you fucking kidding me?
What the fuck is this?
I don't have time for this.
Those damn kids are on my lawn again.
Time to get my revolver.
Would you like to hold on to my rifle in the meantime, Mercy? Would that make you feel better?
She'll nod. A little.
I get it back, right?
Baby.
I nod. And yeah, I nod. I smile. And then I turn and follow Sofie out the door.
All right, and is Dr. Jensen going with?
No.
Well, I just want listeners to know that Laura was just the epitome of the neutral emoji. Just like, nothing. No response. No notes.
So the two of you head out onto that wraparound front porch. Mercy is going to stay behind, is that right? Okay. So Mercy and Dr. Jensen are staying behind. Clyde kind of gets up and looks very confused and kind of stumbles after Julian and Sofie to go see what that was.
Lucius will put a hand on his shoulder and just hold on a second. Let them take care of it.
This is my home.
Just you need your rest. They are more than capable. Trust me.
I have killed so many people.
All right, now, Bill, are you going to try and restrain him? Or are you going to just do a gentle restraint?
It will be a gentle restraint unless he looks like he's going to grab a gun and go out there with them.
No, he's
and
just...
then I will...
the gun is actually by the door.
Okay.
But he is just kind of stumbling after them.
Then he will gently just try and, keep him there. If he really tries to, muscle past, Lucius will let go, but he's...
Okay.
It's kind of just a gentle in that it's a firm grip on the shoulder, just stay relaxed for a moment and stay here.
Yeah,
stay inside.
He is pushing past.
I will follow after him, but if he's going for that gun, I will grab him.
Okay. He isn't yet, but we'll find out what he does in a second.
Actually, let me grab my chloroform bottle and a rag.
All right, you've done enough. So the four of you step out onto the porch and see something horrifying. Looking up at you with a rictus scream is a human head. The severed head of Stanley Reynolds.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I guess we can cross him off the list.
Can I get a vigilance test from every one of you? Except you, Mercy, you're fine.
Escalated quickly.
Vigilance, fucking shit.
That is one success on 2 dice for Julian.
Do I have any things for vigilance? Don't opera glasses help me with vigilance? Or is that observation?
That would be vigilance, but would you be using opera glasses right now?
Oh my god, someone's head!
I say...
I say, that looks quite disgusting.
You know, now that you say it like that, I kind of feel like she actually would.
I leave it up to Aaron.
Binoculars, maybe. I don't know about opera glasses.
So, vigilance test. Would be 9 dice for Lucius, but he has 2 mental conditions, so 7 dice. But 2 successes on 7 dice.
Nice.
Okay.
Sofie would have 7, but with her 2 conditions, she has 5, and I got 1 success on 5 dice.
All right. So, all of you are able to spot a figure, bloody-handed, running towards the woods.
Should have kept the rifle.
Bill, with your 2 successes, you recognize who the figure is. And it is Little Frank.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, shit! I didn't clock that at all.
So then he started blasting?
He did, in fact, start blasting. By the way, I'm sure this is not going to come as a surprise to any of you, but can I get a fear test from everybody?
That's what I thought you were going to do first.
I was going to give you a nice chance to roll vigilance first and then get penalties from fear.
Appreciate that. That's nice.
Brian, you already know my question to you.
Yes, you can roll logic instead of empathy.
No. Am I dealing with the nightmares this
Oh, absolutely. This is dealing with a dead body.
Okay.
So your bonus does apply to this.
Well, so I'm saying, but the defect, nightmares. Are you employing that here, or am I?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, I got 1 success on 4 dice.
This is, by the way, a Fear 2 test.
Well, fucking shit.
And I did roll 2 successes on 8 dice, which is my 5 empathy, 5 for the Bible, and then -2 for conditions.
Now, one last item. You are all grouped together, so you do get a +2 bonus on this test.
Nope. Still just 1.
No additional successes on the extra 2.
Okay, I think I have all my... Okay. Well, that is 8 dice, 3 successes.
All right.
Way to go, Mr. J.
I mean, I do get pluses for dealing with corpses and the other stuff.
It's true. And Aaron, any extra successes on your 2 bonus dice?
Nope.
Would you like to push that roll?
I feel like there's no point because I'm either going to push the roll, take a 3rd condition, and maybe pass, or take a 3rd condition and not pass, and
Then be broken.
But you'll be terrified after that too. So then you have
Correct.
to choose whether you are frozen, you run away, or I don't remember what the 3rd option is.
Faint.
yeah, but won't I be broken if I take the 3rd condition?
4th condition.
Oh, and I feel like you need to take it just so you can fight.
I know, right? I kind of want to just fight, but then I might fight like people around me, right?
You will fight enemies.
Oh.
You will not fight allies.
So she'll fight Jensen and and Julian.
Her well-known enemies.
Right.
Not in the face! Not in the face!
Okay, so don't roll 3rd condition, get terrified.
Mm-hmm.
Do roll 3rd condition, maybe get feared. Terrified, I mean.
Or pass.
Well, and I believe, though, I think the big risk for you is if you push the roll and then fail.
Right, then I would take a condition and another condition.
In another condition, yes, at that point you would be
Yeah,
broken.
no, I'm not doing it.
The math on this one says no, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so which of those effects are you going to choose?
I'm obviously fighting.
Okay.
I am now triple angry.
Yeah. I didn't see who this was, but I did say that I was going to take off running, so I'm going to... Or no, I said that I was... I chose the wrong weapon. But Yeah, I'm gonna take off after.
Julian just running into the rain with a saber, like, ah!
Julian running normally after the perpetrator, and then he just sees Sofie like anime running past him like a blur with one of those creepy anime faces where she's like, you know, and
Just Sofie Naruto running at people.
yeah, like Naruto running with like an enraged face. Yeah.
All right, so Dr. Jensen, you're fine.
Am I though?
As much as you can be. Now, Aaron, Sofie is filled with this vitriolic rage. She is fucking sick of this shit. She feels like she is chasing her tail. She's not getting anywhere. She feels like people are playing games with her and people's lives are now being thrown away for it. And she's pissed.
Accurate.
And she looks over to her left, which is exactly where Clyde left that rifle.
Oh no.
Wait, just let's pause for one quick second here. Yes, this is all fine. We saw Little Frank before.
Mm-hmm.
How old is Little Frank?
About 8 to 10.
Oh, fuck. No, guys, I'm gonna roll. Retcon, I'm rolling. That's a little kid. I thought he was like a teenager.
You can also choose a different terrified response if you'd like. You could have Sofie flee. You could have Sofie freeze and be like, why? Why would this happen? Sofie also doesn't know it's a...
Yeah, Lucius is the only one who knows that it's Little Frank.
No, but it's a kid. Like, we could see it was a small person.
Yeah, you still don't know it's a small person.
You could just see a figure, because there's that pouring rain coming down.
Oh, God. Listen, here's the thing. I don't want Sofie to go out there and shoot at a child because Sofie doesn't know that it's a child and kill him, and then Aaron the player has to endure the constant reminders from the rest of her player group that Sofie killed a kid one time because y'all bullied me into going out there. So
would we ever bully you?
Literally every episode. Literally every episode. Thank you, Laura. I think you are correct.
Laura has weighed in on the chat of, this sounds like a freeze response as you're literally torn between options.
Yeah. So Sofie will start to go after the figure, and then something about it, like it just...
Something's wrong.
What? That didn't seem like anybody that I expected to see do that, and I just don't know what's going on, and so, yeah.
And as you put your arms down from your Naruto run, you see Julian flying past you with a saber raised above his head.
Yes.
All right. Now, last but not least, Bill.
Hi.
You notice two other things in this kind of moment of frozen time. Clyde begins shrieking and just falls to his knees. And when you turn back to look at him, someone's missing.
Where's Mercy?
Sadly, none of your party members are able to help answer that question, as Julian is chasing... And then Laura just turned the camera off. So, Dr. Jensen, you are currently in between two people who are not functioning at 100%. Sofie is kind of flipping back and forth between this gun, this parting figure, this gun, this parting figure. She's reaching for a pistol in her skirt. She seems just caught between all these violent impulses. Julian is charging off into the rain, and this figure is getting smaller and smaller as it's disappearing off into the woods, and Mercy has vanished. What are you going to do?
Clyde is just... Essentially, he's just kind of wailing, moaning, and collapse on the ground next to me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Sofie, the way I'm kind of picturing this is, we came out, we saw the floating head.
It's not a floating head, it's a dropped on the ground head.
Sorry, yes.
The flung head, if you will.
Head, you're right. And then Julian and I saw a figure dash off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Julian saw who this was, but I got a good eyesight. I got a good glimpse of who this is. And so Julian looks like he's charging after the figure. Sofie essentially grabbed the gun, ran down the front steps, and then just stopped in the rain, indecisive.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm on the porch with Clyde, and then I turned to try and find Mercy, because I was going to go after everyone and turn to Mercy and say, keep an eye on your uncle. And shit, now Mercy's not here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to say shit. I'm going to go down the steps. I'm trying to keep an eye on where Julian dashed off into. I'm going to spin Sofie around so that she's facing me, and kind of give her not just like one snap shake on the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Pull out my flask, take a drink, and hand it to her. Sofie, you need to get yourself together, because something terrible is going to happen here soon. And he'll hand her the flask to try and just give her a drink to snap her out of whatever she's experiencing. At this point, well, Clyde doesn't have a weapon. Sofie has it, so I don't care.
Savage.
I will look again at Sofie. Mercy's gone. I don't know where she is, and Julian's running off after.
Do you call for Julian at all?
No, not yet. Julian,
you get him, Julian.
Julian. Yeah. I'm looking forward to hearing how this chase is going to go.
No, Lucius will pause for a second and then look Sofie in the eyes again. It's little Frank. You need to get together, and we need to go get Julian. And he will turn and start off at a jog, but then just start trying to pick up his pace as he's running after. Mm-hmm. He's not young like Julian is, and he's full of alcohol, so he's gonna.
Let's be fair, he's basically pickled most of the time.
Sofie will she won't drop the rifle, but she'll just drop it down against her side when she hears that it's little Frank, and be like, oh, that's why it seems.
And even then, those words feel like they hit you, but they don't register quite right.
Yeah.
Someone is talking at the other end of a room and you're not quite picking it up.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Your brain just is not processing in this moment. Yeah, Bill.
So the other thing I want to just clarify is Lucius did leave his
flask,
medical bag,
the memento, the flask behind with Sofie.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was gonna say Sofie just drinks all of it. She's like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Just don't lose his flask for
her. You did leave your medical bag behind, though, as you had dropped that on the ground.
I left it on the table in the thing. Mm-hmm. Yes, yep. I understand. I don't have my plethora of drugs with me.
It's true. All right, Phoenix and Bill, the two of you go racing after this figure. Phoenix, Julian has a pretty good lead on Dr. Jensen, who, as he mentioned, is not a younger man. The two of you go racing after this figure, who's just making a beeline straight for the woods. As you're running, there is suddenly a noise in the air as this swarm of flies comes bursting up from the ground.
What the fuck?
You see this pile of remains. All of these limbs and pieces of deer just left on the edge of the woods. And that figure just keeps running. Are you going to chase them into the woods?
How far are we running? Is it like either in terms of distance or how, like the duration of time?
For right now, less than a minute away from the lodge.
Do I feel like I'm gaining on this figure? And actually, I guess if I'm chasing him down, like, am I starting to get an idea of who or what it is that I'm chasing?
Give me an agility test.
Okay.
The stat no one invested in.
I have some in agility. Not a lot.
Okay, the stat only Bill invested a little bit in.
So, question for you. I have the flapjacks and flannel, allowing me to take an extra condition. I have taken essentially that bonus condition as my physical condition. That's still a -1, though. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So, my physique is 3, my agility is 0, so -1. That is 0 successes on 2 dice.
All right.
And this is just Julian rolling for agility, correct?
Bill, you can as well. Although you'll take a -1 penalty because you were starting a little bit further back.
Okay.
I might go ahead and push this as well, if I may. That is once again 0 successes on the 2 dice.
Okay.
I will get battered by limbs as I'm trying to run.
That is 1 success on 5 dice.
Okay. Bill, you managed to outpace Julian. Do you want to try and push that roll?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't have any physical conditions.
Yet.
That is no additional successes.
Okay, so you go racing after this figure. Phoenix, Julian makes some progress, but starts to hit into branches, trips over roots. His sword briefly gets caught on something. Dr. Jensen, who's carrying less bulky items, is able to make a little bit better progress, but running through the woods in the dark is not a good idea. And very quickly you realize that you're losing this figure.
This may be a terrible idea, but I'm going to call out. If I see Dr. Jensen catching up with me, I say plug your ears, and I am pulling out the fiddle and telling the creature that, again, I still don't know what it is. I am telling it to stop.
I immediately plug my ears if I see him pulling out the fiddle.
Do you start just running the opposite direction?
I'm actually going to keep going after the figure.
Okay.
But essentially, I'm still trying to put distance between me and Julian, but I'm trying to get to the person we're getting after, but I also need to be somewhat... Lucius figures that if Julian's trying to bring Little Frank back to him, going after Little Frank will allow Lucius to intercept Little Frank and then potentially turn around to come back and try and stop Julian if he needs to stop Julian.
Perfect.
I have a hammer and every problem looks like a nail.
And every problem looks like an opportunity for a magical fiddle.
No, every problem looks like a hoedown.
Yep.
So, here's what happens. Dr. Jensen has his fingers wedged into his ears and is running through the woods. Sofie, you just start to finally come to. The words that Dr. Jensen said are hitting you, making sense suddenly. Little Frank. That was Stanley's son who just murdered him. You see just in the edge of the forest line, Julian has stopped running, and he's pulling something out of his violin case. Phoenix, you pull out that bow, and at the edge of your vision, you look up towards where that kid was running, and you spot something odd. Walking between two trees is a peacock. And the first few notes of that beautiful instrument begin to play. And we'll find out what happens next time.
We haven't even recorded that much, Brian. Stop fucking around.
No, this is where we're stopping.
What the fuck?
This is a dramatic cliffhanger.
So, remind us again, how long is it again that you're going to be gone for now?
Son of a bitch.
A month or so, I believe it is.
Bye!
We're gonna just record our own episode. F you.
And then Julian catches him, and then he comes back, and they all dance, and then they all get beer with Dr. Jensen, and then the rainbow comes out.
And then Sofie shoots someone.
Fuck.
All right, I am now hitting the stop. Thank you all so much for playing. I am so excited for what comes next.
I'm not.
I am, but I'm terrified of the fiddle again.
What are the chances I'm going to roll another one on that? It's
Why
fine.
did you have to say that? Why did you say that?
Phoenix,
Brian.
don't worry about it. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Spirits and Monsters of Old Seattle. Our theme song is Myths and Legends by Robert Bruckmeyer and is playing right now. Our episode music is from the incredible Andreas Lundstrom's RPG soundtracks, and you can hear more of his work on the Sweden Rolls podcast. Our editor is Hannah Cheney. If you've enjoyed the show, it would mean the world to all of us if you could share it with a friend, or an acquaintance, a stranger, even an enemy. We're not super picky. However, it is the single best way to help us get new listeners and continue to grow. If you've really enjoyed the show and you want to let the world know just how much, we're launching a storefront where you can buy some cool gear and a Patreon. You'll find the links in our show notes. We'll be looking forward to sharing more stories of the Vossen in the Pacific Northwest. But until then, remember the motto of the library. Fear gives way to knowledge. Knowledge gives way to wisdom. And wisdom gives way to the truth. Until next time.